Hello everyone, and welcome back to another spectrogram video. This time I'm going to be talking about another incident where we've got this strange craft that was flying through the forest. I believe this is the same object that I recorded about 4 weeks ago, and here it is showing up again. So this is I've already released a video on this first section, this first little capture, because it was really weird. But I want to cover it again because this one's really got me scratching my head. So let me go ahead and play it. What I've got, just kind of some background just real quick before I play it. There was a plane that was going by and it was pretty loud. So what I've done is I've kind of EQ'd out that real low end from about, probably around 200 and below, maybe 300 and below. Anyway, I've got it kind of EQ'd out. So it's going to sound, we're going to hear just more of our object that's of concern here. So let's go ahead and play it. Yeah, so this is strange because we have this other little squawky thing that's going on with it. So number one, if you're not listening to this with headphones on, you're not going to be able to hear the things that we're talking about. So please put on some headphones or put some earbuds in, some AirPods, do something, because this is a stereo recording. So the left ear and the right ear are both independent, and by listening to them in each individual ear at the same time, you're going to get the perspective of this thing as it's moving across, which is what makes it so unique. And it kind of rules it out as being something that's far away. This is going to be a lot closer because it is becoming isolated somewhat in each of those ears. So this is something that's moving past. It's mechanical because if you look real close here, you've got the lines, you've got this arc that we'll see whenever there's something that flies by that is mechanical. So whatever this is, it's mechanical. Whatever is making the squawk sound, I don't know what that is. But what I can tell is that it's connected somehow to whatever this craft is that's going by. So I don't know. Is it a bird? I've had some people say fox. Nothing's really making sense, but whatever it is, I believe it's connected to this and it's a part of it. So, it could be just, it could be a squeak, a mechanical squeak associated with whatever this craft is. I think that's probably unlikely, just because I don't ever hear this again throughout the rest of the recording, with the exception of one other time. But it almost sounds like it's maybe it's playing a recording, like it's sound blasting some audio. I don't know if that's true. Again, we've just got the audio, we don't have the video. So all we can go off of is what we're hearing and what we're seeing on the spectrogram. So I'm playing it again, and just listen how it's going to start off in the left ear. You know that it's to the left. So this microphone setup, it was set up to where the left ear is east and the right ear is west. And it's basically on two edges of a tree, two sides of a tree. So yeah, so if it was your head, you would be looking south. So hear how it just passed by? And now it's just in the right ear. And that sound right there was in the right ear. So, you know, if it was running on the ground, we would hear it. We would hear the footsteps. This was a very, very quiet night. Really quiet. So this is wonderful because I'm going to zoom way out here and I want you to see, look at this. So that's that full wide open spectrogram. Normally we'll see just all kinds of pink in here with all the insects. But guess what? The insects are all asleep right now because it's way too cold for them to be active. So it's wonderful, nice and quiet. And so these microphones are picking up everything. I even picked up some, I think, right, yeah, look, this is gonna be hard to see. This is way off topic, but it picks up some sonar way up here above the, yeah, I probably can't see that. I've got a bigger screen, I can see it, but there's a little bat signature up here where it's picking up a bat. So that's how quiet it is. So these microphones are picking up a lot of stuff. All right, so that was our first one. That was at 10:11 p.m. On a Wednesday night. So the next one then is not going to be for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes later. Okay, so here we are, and this is about 12:31. So just by looking at it, it looks pretty quiet. Not a whole lot going on, but right here I can see, this is in our right ear, I can see that little signature. So let's have a listen. All right, so not much to say here other than it is mostly to the east of the microphone rig, and I think it's going probably north to south, could be south to north, but the other ones that I recorded from a month ago were all going north to south, I think. So just really in one ear here, so that means it's just running on the east side and it's not crossing over. Okay, so here's our next one. This was at 12:59 a.m. Again, this one's another strange one. We're not seeing a whole lot, but because it's so quiet, we're actually picking up this middle section. So this little vertical line that we've got, and again, this is going to be more to the east, so it's going to be in our left ear the most. We can see those lines that kind of cut through. We can see kind of some vertical lines that are chopping it up, making it look like it's stacked. So let's have a listen. Kind of hard to hear, but it's the craft, and you can tell more at the end. You can kind of hear the little wah 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 wah. Almost like a whistle, but I don't know what this is. This is... yeah, it's real strange. Okay, then we've got another one coming up in like 3 or 4 minutes after this. Okay, so here we are. Another one that's pretty faint, but you can see the lines. You can see these lines going through here, through here. So let's listen. That one is more in the right ear, so it's to the west of my mic rig. But it's still pretty faint. So for those of you who see this and are thinking, you know, that's just an airplane, I want to show you. So I think I've got an example. Yeah, right here. Pull it out a little bit. All right, so this is what, again, you're going to see. You see these lines, these curves here? Pull this up a little bit. All right, so this is down in that lower frequency, below 500 hertz. And this is what a plane looks like, because it's producing a lot of sound pressure, very low frequency. I'm going to turn off my cut at the bottom. It's a low cut. A little bit more. All right, listen to this. So as it's getting closer, we get the deeper rumble, low frequency. And because it's so far away, you can see how long it takes to actually go past, to fly by. This other craft, it doesn't take long at all for it to go by. And it's not putting out near the energy that this is. All right, well, that's pretty good. That kind of proves the point. That's a jet. So the next one comes in about 8-9 minutes. Okay, so here we are with this one. Looks like we're going to hear this more in the left ear. All right, not much else to say here. Moving on, our next one will be in about 3 minutes. Kind of got a cluster here. Okay, here we can see it again, mostly in the left ear. All right, so nothing special, it's just flying by. All right, then we have another one in 10 minutes. As you can see, we've got our little lines going here, our curves, but we also have this little, looks like a branch break or something that happens right as it's approaching. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take off that low cut since it doesn't look like we've got anything real noisy. Let's play it one more time. All right, so that was at 125. Then at 153, we have another one. Okay, this one looks a lot more defined. There are some other things going on. I believe this is a dog barking, maybe. So let's have a listen to this one. Again, we've got mostly favoring our right ear, which is our west side. All right. Keeping the momentum going here. We've got another one at 220. Okay, so this one's, you can barely see it, but I think you'll be able to hear it. Yeah, that one was in our left ear, which is on the east side. Probably a little further away than the other ones have been, because there's not a whole lot of signature, but you can just barely hear it. But it's there. Then we've got another one in about 7 minutes. Okay, so this one is you're going to hear at the end more of that whistling that we've heard on some of these other ones. So it's just really strange. It's not always the same sound. I mean, it's the same sound, but there's sometimes more to it. I just wish I knew what this was. Okay, this one's not very close either, so... Yeah, that one is very hard to hear. All right, then that was at 235. We got another one at 302. Okay, here we are at 302. Real light signature. Listen hard. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here we are. This is really 310. So kind of a good definition, but we have more of that noise at the beginning of something else that's breaking a branch or hitting a stick or something. Yeah, kind of weird. It almost sounds like a double tap, but then you hear something fall to the ground right here, kind of a thud. I don't know if this is going to be related, but that's what we've got. Let's listen once more. And I didn't have my low cut on, but that was, I think it's a train that's going by. Okay, this is about 4:06 in the morning. Yeah, you can just barely hear it, but it's there. Okay, here's another one. This one is at 4:19. Yeah, 4:19 a.m. All right, here's another quiet one. It's just barely audible and barely visible, but it's there. 4:42 in the morning. Okay, here we are, 4:54, so almost 5 in the morning here. All right, now it gets interesting because another minute later, guess what shows up? And there it is again. But it's just one, and I'm not picking up the curves of whatever the craft is. So I think this is far enough away that it's not picking up the actual mechanical sound, but it's picking up this squawky thing. All right, so on here, I just want to show you that this is that thing we just heard. I've zoomed out. Here was the craft as it went by. And so here we are about a minute later, and we hear that. But that's not showing up anywhere else. And I've checked through this whole 10 hours, I think 9-10 hours that I did, and this thing doesn't pop up again. It's just right here, and it's at toward the beginning at that first one we heard. What the heck is this thing? Okay, well, we've got, gosh, I think I've got one more that shows up at 5:45, and that's it. Okay, so this is the last one. We're on the east side. Okay, and then I'm already on my way to pick up the mic when this goes by. Did I hear it? No. I did not, because it's very, very quiet. And my hearing sucks to begin with, so I probably wouldn't hear it if it literally went right over my head. But it's whatever it is, it's real, and I'm picking it up, and it is just going up and down, north to south, maybe a grid, I don't know, but really want to figure out what this thing is. I don't. I've had a lot of comments about it, and some people were talking about it being, you know, maybe that's what these balls of light are, these orbs. I'm starting to doubt that now, because this feels more like something that's on a grid. Something that's going up and down, almost like it's searching. And it's just always moving, like it doesn't stop, doesn't hesitate. It's just always going by, always going by. I feel like it's something mechanical. I feel like it's probably, maybe it's a very, very small drone, and it's doing some sort of a mapping thing. Why at night, I don't know. Maybe it happens during the day too. I don't know, but somebody does know. And so please share this video and get it sent around so we can figure out what this thing is, and I can concentrate on other things like the thousands of tree knocks that I'm getting, and all these strange giant owl sounds I'm hearing. Anyway, the pursuit continues. The mystery lives, and it's what I love about the forest. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.